Your Credit Matters segment today being brought to you by MySoCalLender.com. MySoCalLender.com. I think that's who's got our Your Credit Matters segment. Is it Monday? It must be somewhere. Well, maybe not. How those with variable income can save. That is our subject. Save. Save. This is a timeless and fundamental pillar of financial wellness. And when you freelance, ideally you should have more than the recommended 3 to 6 months of savings. Problem is, for those with income that can go up and down, think like gig workers who side hustle, freelancers, self-employed folks. Saving for a rainy day can feel like a Herculean feat, but it doesn't have to be. While it can be trickier to save on inconsistent income, it is entirely possible. Let's take a look at some of the tried and true tricks for those with variable incomes and how you can save dollars. Save during higher income months. For those of us who are prone to inevitable flush periods and lulls with our work, make the most of those awesome months when you're raking in more than usual. To figure out how much you can reasonably put aside, you'll need to know how much you need for basic living expenses and business-related expenses. In turn, it's key to have a budget on variable income. Let's say your monthly expenses hover around $3,000 a month. Just throwing numbers out there. You can do the math yourself if it's a little higher than that. And you have a great month where you make $6,000. First, you need to set aside some money for savings. Anywhere from 25 to 40% is recommended. We know it's a lot, but it's better to err on the side of caution, have more than you need. Whatever is left, commit to putting a portion aside for your savings. You can divvy it up into savings, making extra debt payments, or put it towards your retirement. Save extra money besides saving during months where you're raking it in. Consider setting aside some cash toward your savings goals when you receive a cash gift for your birthday or special occasion, tax refund. Save a percentage of each paycheck after taxes are factored in. Consider saving a percentage of each paycheck. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. Maybe start with 2% or even 5%. There are some apps where you can set up a rule to automatically save a certain percentage for deposits over the particular threshold. Save during certain times of the year. The beauty of savings is that it can be done on your time and based on your circumstances that work for you. If you're feeling nervous about saving a big chunk toward your retirement plan, think outside the box. I need to save every month. Use basic formulas to figure out how much you need to save. Here's a simple process that I use. And I've shared this for years and years because I've hired commission salespeople for many, many years. Take a look at what your budget is, right? So maybe you've got a $3,000, $4,000 outgoing budget. And every bit of every check that you get goes into your savings account. And then you take a draw from your savings of whatever that budget number is. And you can't go to savings for anything else. But if you make $4,000 that month, you draw $4,000 because that's your budget. If you make $6,000 that month, you draw $4,000 because that's your budget. If you make $10,000 that month, you draw $4,000, that's your budget. But if you make $2,000, you draw $4,000 that month because that's your budget. At the end of the year, you see how you did, and then you readjust your numbers for the following year. Hopefully, you're making more every month than your budget number, and you won't go in the hole. But it's just a way of having a strategic plan for saving money. And again, then you got to put the money aside. And in November, or about November, middle of October to the middle of November, I'm going to tell you, if that's your case, review your budget, and then call your favorite tax planner, your CPA. Raise your hand, Alton. That would be Alton Moore, right? Call Alton so you can do a tax planning strategy call, right? Because you can't do tax planning strategy in April. Number one, the tax preparers are all busy then, and they're doing all the last-minute returns for those people that waited to the last minute. And they really can't change your tax situation for the prior year too much. They might have a few tricks up their sleeve that they can do, but the bottom line is you got to do that in October, November. So make that call. So that is the Your Credit Matters segment.